Welcome back to Hong Kong Direct. We're looking at the Standard Chartered Champions and Chater Cup, the entries, and Golden 60 more on him very shortly as well. But if you're looking ahead to the weekend's action at Sha Tin, then make sure you head to the website, race card, and then you'll find the audio and video button for Racing to Win. It's a new look Racing to Win as well. It was all in one place. We look at a couple of the key races, still get all the tips, but if you want to look at each and every race one by one, you'll see those race previews down below as well. Just 10 races on Sunday, 9 on the turf, 1 on the all-weather. And as we mentioned before, fantastic treasure goes round in that final event. Really good. Class 2 as well, Class 2 for the first time for him. Now, as I mentioned, it's the Group 1 coming up a week on Sunday. Still plenty more good races, 5 group races in actual fact to come before the end of the season. And a few of the horses competing those races have been out at the trials recently, starting off with Exultant, who's up at Chung Fa.
Thursday at Chung Fa. Exultant jumped from gate 1, they're off, and he began with them. Green Luck was slow out of the gates. Amazing One Plus is the first to show from Red Titan Conqueror between them as they approach the course proper. Behind them is Helene Erebor. Exultant on his inside second last, and 2.5 lengths to Green Luck, who brought up the tail end of the field. It is Amazing One Plus who was the first to corner. He's travelling a little bit awkwardly, but he leads narrowly from Exultant, who's got the split. Then Red Titan, Conqueror, Green Luck. Helene Erebor couldn't go with them when the pressure went on. 150 to go. Amazing One Plus the inside, Exultant the outside. Conqueror's running on. Exultant pushed down on the run to the line though, and he'll win the trial. It's Exultant first from Amazing One Plus second. Conqueror was third. They are followed by Green Luck, who got going late to beat Red Titan and Helene Erebor.
Off now, away and trailing Kung Fu Master Panda. Nobody speed, and he probably got the chop at the start there as well. Can't Stop the Feeling, Ka Ying Star with Go Sing the first trio away, and Happy Daily out wider pouring on the pressure. Great Harvest close up behind the leading quartet, and then came Diamond Diesel. This is Charisma a length away over on the inside, followed by Royal Pride. 2.5 to Sky Darcy, and back last on his outside is Kung Fu Master Panda as they run past the 750. Turning for home at the top of the straight, 400 out. Ka Ying Star up front throughout here so far with Can't Stop the Feeling. They've cleared out now by 2.5 on Happy Daily Go Sing. Look at Sky Darcy, the Derby winner. He's starting to dash home strongly out wider, and then came behind those runners Diamond Diesel and Royal Pride making a little bit of ground late, but Ka Ying Star goes on to score by just over a length from Can't Stop the Feeling. Third over was Sky Darcy, and he was only a length and a half away. Closed off really smart.
Was very good. Apparently he seems very healthy. The break between now and the Derby probably done him a lot of good, and I'm very happy to be having a horse underneath like he is at the moment. He's in good shape.
They're about to corner in for the run home. 450 left to go. Cool Ace being held together. Stalking him is Courier Wonder. Duke Y there on the outside from Flagship Glory. The Golden Scenery looking to run on, as two is for Fun's Sake Piano Solo. Fun times 5 away with Flying Quest. 150 to go. Courier Wonder in front here, followed by Duke Y, Piano Solo, Cool Ace, and down to the post, Courier Wonder.
This is such a special horse, isn't he? I've been saying that it's been a while since a horse gave me such a feel that he's been giving. I was actually asked by Size to make sure that I don't go too hard and look after him a bit. And that's pretty much what I've done. Luckily, we had a horse to take us into the corner, got him to relax a little bit more. Another great opportunity for him to learn to be behind horses, and he seems to be very straightforward, responded very well. So on the straight, as he did mention, I had to hold him tight because he's got so much in himself. I just didn't want to use it at the trial and have not left for the race. So, yeah, he's no doubt one of those that I'm very much looking forward to sit on board once again.
And we're all looking forward to seeing him again. Declan, that's Courier Wonder. He'll run a week on Sunday, Champions and Chater Cup Day, into Group 3 company now, though. So ask another question.
Yeah, it's a fascinating race, and he continues to rise through the grades nicely. But I guess as well, he probably catches a lot of these sprinters coming out of the Group 1, and they might be a bit tired and weary at the end of the season. He had a nice big break. He's coming into this fresh, and as you can see there, it was another tidy trial from him. So I think he gets a few conditions to suit to salute at his first try in Group 3 level.
What about a quick word on the other two as well? Sky Darcy out of the Derby, so he goes the week after, so a couple of weeks ago in a Group 3 over the 1600 metres. And Exultant in defence of his Group 1 crown. How do you think he's looking? And up at Chung Fa, it's an interesting move from Tony Cruz.
Yeah, I spoke to Tony the other week. I think he's just done it to freshen him up and give him a change of scenery and see if they can spark him back up. And you saw there he trials really well on the turf. He always does. He's a different horse on the turf. You put him on the dirt, he's out the back 20 lengths last, and it looks a bit sort of pointless. But you could see there on the turf he's going well. But it was a slight concern the way that he was beaten in the QE2 Cup. We know how strong the Japanese are, but you know it probably want to see a little bit more from him coming into this race, because I think there's a few locals there in the field that can really test him. And as well, Sky Darcy, it was a tidy little trial, and he just sort of ambled up to them, and stepping back to the mile looks suitable for him, because the ground-saving ride in the Derby was what got him over the line over 2,000 metres. He probably never races over that distance again.
Well, that's a week away, or 2 weeks away for Sky Darcy. But looking forward to see Exultant try and defend his crown. This is how the entries look for the Standard Chartered Champions and Chater Cup. Final Group 1 of the season. Butterfield, recent winner, course and distance in the Queen Mother Memorial. Columbus County, great run on International Day in the Vase. Exultant defending champ, Glorious Dragon and Golden 60, the two runners for Francis Loy. More on Golden 60 in a second. Packing Waltham, Panfield, it was a big run in the Derby. Russian Emperor, a bit disappointing, I think, last time out in the Queen Mother. And good old Time Warp, maybe one more time for Tony Cruz. That is how the field looks. We'll talk about it with Declan in a moment or so. Let's head up to track work, though, first, as Ed speaks with Sam Agars for the South China Morning Post and gets his view on the race as well.
Thank you, Andrew. Yes, it's the big talking point in Hong Kong racing. Will we see Golden 60 in the Standard Chartered Champions and Chater Cup over 2,400 metres and try to complete the Triple Crown? I'm joined to discuss it by Sam Agars from the South China Morning Post. And Sam, you and I have both spoken to Francis Loy. It's looking more on the unlikely side of things at this point, isn't it?
Yeah, look, he suggested unlikely he goes, but no confirmation as yet. He's going to talk to the owner over the weekend, and we're hoping we might have an answer on Sunday.
What do you think, if you had Golden 60, you would do with the horse?
I think it's an obvious answer. It's just easy. You put him away until next season. I think the 2,400 is probably a bridge too far for a horse that's shown he's so brilliant over shorter trips.
And when you look back at what he's done this season as well too, he's won his last 14 in a row, unbeaten this season, 4 Group 1s on end. He's done a magnificent job, hasn't he?
Oh, look, you can't ask for any more than him. As the owner, I guess you look at that Triple Crown and that $10 million bonus and you think maybe that's something that you'd like to have in your pocket. But when the horse has already won $77 million and there's a string of Group 1 miles next season that he can win, and if he is at his best will win, look, I think you've probably got to take the bigger picture view in this instance.
So no Triple Crown, but there is another piece of history he'll be chasing next season, and that is Silent Witness's record of 17 in a row. As we said, he currently sits on 14. That'd be exciting if we got to International Day, and there he is trying to break that record.
Oh, look, it'd be a great storyline. Look, he's won so much now, Golden 60, and it's great for Hong Kong racing, but I guess you're looking for that next milestone for him now, and that would just be, it's sort of a generational thing, and look, hopefully it's something that we get to experience.
So one final question then, Sam, back to the Standard Chartered Champions and Chater Cup. If there isn't a Golden 60 there, is it Exultant's race to lose? Does he win it for a third time, or what's your take on the race?
Oh, look, it probably is, and that might be a good swan song for a horse that's been so fantastic for Hong Kong racing. Outside of Exultant, maybe you're looking at a Glorious Dragon or a 4-year-old like Russian Emperor that's proven that he can stay the trip. Maybe those two.
All right, that was Ed and Sam at Track Work, Declan, Friday morning. Since then, though, Francis Loy, and this is probably quite telling, on his Instagram account, has said it's summer holiday time for Golden 60, so it goes from unlikely to he's not running next weekend.
Yeah, maybe it does seem that way. It's a bit of a shame because, you know, it would have been fantastic to see him go for that Triple Crown and step up to 2,400 metres. It would have been fascinating, and you know, it's going to be a shame without him, but it's still a nice little field if he isn't there. So much to look forward to regardless.
Yeah, it certainly is. And I think, well, me and you probably in the minority that are actually looking forward to seeing him running if he had lined up, but completely understand the decision of Francis Loy. Hasn't put a foot wrong by the horse so far. So it is a shame he doesn't line up. But what of the rest of the field? So Exultant, the guys were discussing him. He's been in great form this season, but without winning. So can he go out on a high for the end of the season?
I find it interesting. I think he's doing well. The fact that he's been sent up to Chung Fa tells me that Tony's not happy with him and he needs to spark something into him. So I think that suggests to me that I think it's an open race. It's more open. We saw the run of Packing Waltham last start in that Group 3. He flashed late, so I think you can look to him for a bit of value. And Tony Cruz has got a stranglehold on this race, though. He's won 7 of the past 8 editions, so his record in the race is telling. So suspect that one of his trio is going to do well. And Time Warp, you can never discount him. We all thought he was sort of done before he won the Gold Cup, and then he came out and did that. So you just never know with a few of these horses.
Yeah, and last time out as well, he was still there at the furlong pole and just faded very late. I have to say I was a little bit disappointed with the 4-year-olds in the Queen Mother Memorial Cup. Take nothing away from Butterfield. He's a lovely horse and deserved the win, and it'll be a chance probably a week on Sunday as well. But Russian Emperor, I thought, was flat, so he needs to bounce back, as do the others. Yeah,
I think so too, most definitely. We saw in that Group 3, though, it was a bit of a slow run race, and those worse than midfield just couldn't finish off, and it was left to those up the front. And Butterfield, he had good solid form over that distance before he came to Hong Kong in South America, so it's not too much of a surprise to see him actually run well over the 12 furlongs. I think a few others will need to step up too, especially from the 4-year-old group. Yeah, all right. So, well, that's a week on Sunday. We won't push for a selection just yet. We'll do the full preview next week. As far as this weekend is concerned, we've got 10 races, 9 on the turf, 12:30, 1 o'clock for the first. Back to Happy Valley after the week off last week, and then the Standard Chartered Championship Shaper Cup a week on Sunday, and the Sha Tin Vase as well with Courier Wonder. Great stuff, Declan. Enjoy the undercard as well, because we've got Master 8 making his debut, and as you mentioned before, Fantastic Treasure going round in the last on the weekend. Yeah, it should be fascinating. It's a tidy little card, and looking forward to seeing him stamp his claims on a 4-year-old Classic Series tilt next year. All right, great stuff. Catch up soon. That's the show. Thanks for watching. I'm going to leave you this week with a Champions and Chater Cup of years gone by. That's 2016 and Blazing Speed for Tony Cruz and Neil Callan in a thriller. Enjoy this. We'll see you again on Sunday. Bring all the action from Hong Kong direct to you.
5 lengths away now to Military Attack, who's been put to sleep at the tail end of the field for Nashrawilla. They're inside the 1400 metres, and Helene Happy Star bowling along at his own rate, leads by a length and a half. Ambitious Champion second. Werther's had a comfortable run throughout so far as they reach the halfway point, 1200 metres out. He's third. Fourth is Blazing Speed with cover. A length and a half, Giovanni Canaletto. Victory Magic travels sweetly. 2 lengths further back to Designs on Rome. Moreira's just starting to niggle a little bit at him. And 2.5 away last of all is Military Attack. No change in the order. In the Standard Chartered Champions and Chater Cup, 800 metres to gallop. Helene Happy Star left alone, a length on Ambitious Champion. Werther tucked away on the fence from Blazing Speed. Now Designs on Rome starts to creep a little closer. He gets past Victory Magic, Giovanni Canaletto, and 2 back last of all to Military Attack. The business end of the race coming up now, and Helene Happy Star pushed on from Ambitious Champion. Werther snookered on the rail. Bowman looking for an out. Blazing Speed, Designs on Rome, and Victory Magic to the outside, and then Giovanni Canaletto. Helene Happy Star still clear. Werther's into the clear and chasing now. Blazing Speed, Victory Magic and Designs on Rome. Blazing Speed laid up to Helene Happy Star. Werther bursting through. Victory Magic, Designs on Rome. Blazing Speed, Werther. Victory Magic, what a struggle. Blazing Speed, Werther. Victory Magic, magnificent finish.